So up next, the shirt.
The shirt.
I am I am upset that we have to even dignify this with airtime. I saw this eat up an entire weekend of discourse of what I think was brain dead thinking. Um, I didn't talk about it on Twitter because you don't have to have an opinion on everything publicly on Twitter. However, Britt Baker released a shirt with a black eye on it, and she was like wearing a hoodie, like an AEW hoodie, and it was basically like she was monetizing the shirt that Soraya and the gang, the Outcasts, like made to poke fun at her because they roughed her up or whatever. Some people have jumped out the window to think that this shirt is promoting domestic violence, and it spiraled from there all the way up to Fox News running a story because of the discourse that this all created. I'll say this. I don't like the shirt. I'm not going to buy the shirt. I don't think it
Who the
was
fuck's wearing this shirt?
I don't think it was creative or anything, but it was like I think people like jumped out the window so far on this where it's like one, why I don't care about ever explaining anything to a non-wrestling fan. I just don't. I think it's a bad faith
Same.
argument. I think it is something. And normally, any other case, we would say that, right? If someone walks in on you watching some shit, like it's wrestling, like this is for us. Like I don't have to, and I don't know why people would want to live their lives having to explain shit to other people anyway. Like, why do we choose to live like that?
Yeah, like I'm
Like,
not I'm not living my life being like, damn, if only they didn't bliss in that situation and I have to explain to the person next to me why it was done for him to bliss on third and short. Like I don't do that. I don't do that.
like, like for people
Like damn, they should have never they should have never trapped or blitzed Steph Curry 45 feet away from the rim, and now Draymond gets to play at four on three on going downhill. I never have to explain that.
I see this shit, right? And I'm like, if you want to make jokes about it, say, hey, that's something what it looks like. I'm not going to stop you from making jokes. I'm not going to tell
Right.
you that the shirt is fine to look at. It's a bad shirt, whatever. But what I
Mm-hmm.
will say is if you are saying that it looks like domestic violence in a battered woman's shirt, I'm going to ask you one, why did your mind jump immediately to that? And why did you think that domestic violence, like, why did that jump in your mind? Explain that to me.
Right.
Um, I think people should reevaluate how they look at women. I think society at large, this is an example of being sexist towards women. Um, I think it was baffling that people jumped all the way to this and spent the weekend arguing about it.
Rich. The image of Mick Foley smiling after getting thrown through the cage at Hell in a Cell, and his teeth are in his nose. If someone took a pic, if someone just put that and printed it on a T-shirt, that image, right? No one's coming to the conclusion of domestic violence. It's just, oh, it's crazy. But because, like you mentioned, because it's a woman, then immediately the thing is, well, how did she get that black eye? Is this some type of revenge shirt you're wearing on this person? Like, no, no.
Like,
And like that is, I guess that's part that comes of the stupid part that comes with like putting out a shirt that like no one will want to buy anyway. But it's really, I luckily I missed all of this stuff. But like I heard, like I saw that y'all were just talking like, bro, this is popping up everywhere. Then I saw the Fox News thing. I was like, now I know this is stupid.
right,
Now I know this is stupid.
right. Like, and to Fox News's credit, I read like they didn't basically jump in there and like it was just a guy that wrote a story about some a internet story that happened on Twitter, whatever. But I feel like this is absolutely foolishness. Like this is such a leap in logic and really trying to seriously justify that looks like a domestic violence shirt. I literally Googled domestic violence shirt to look at Google Images.
You
Yes.
what?
I typed that in my Google search history, and then all I see is like words and phrases and like is there's not a single picture on there of a woman, let alone Britt Baker, that has the black eye on it, and it's like this is Britt Baker derangement syndrome. This is a lot of shit. Like she was arguing back and forth with people, swatting them left and right. Like I said, I'm not gonna personally like try to change people's opinion on the shirt because I don't care if you like the shirt. I don't like the shirt. I wouldn't buy it. But
and you were saying there's a person that's bought like bloodied up Britt Baker shirts before.
Correct.
Right.
Like I just want to understand why people assume this is someone getting beat on by a man. Like we did not see Rihanna shirts like pop up at Chris Brown protests. Like why did you like people's fascination with saying that you might have to explain this to somebody is really fucking weird to me. This is a shirt made by a pro wrestler for a pro wrestling storyline that fits in with thousands of other pro wrestling shirts that need to be explained, apparently.
Right.
Like, my only regret, James, was in the discourse on this that I would not be able to wear a hoodie the whole show for tonight and then unzip this shit for the segment and have the shirt on just to fuck with everyone. That's the only regret I have.
Stop giving Britt Baker your money.
Like,
you stop this now.
Like I can't believe this. Like it's just like I can't believe people spent their weekends on this on Twitter, and then there was half like there was like the we talked about the WWE lawsuit stuff getting swept away.
And that was
right here.
For that. Yep, that was making room for that. Yeah.
Like I found a picture of CM Punk and MJF when MJF was a kid taking a picture with CM Punk, and then there's blood splashed on it, right? Like apparently we should have been thinking that's a serial killer leaving clues, as an older white man killing his child or something like that. Like these are the leaps in logic that we're talking about. We're talking about like because the complaints are like, yeah, there's no type of pro wrestling thing on it. It's like there's an AEW logo right there. She's wearing it says All Elite on her thing. I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's like I don't know, man. I saw this and I was just befuddled that people would care this much. And then like I looked at the traffic on the Fox News stories because that other story got one too, like double the Twitter traffic, like maybe even triple. And it was like, are we serious? Are we really doing this?
People must have been bored this weekend, I guess. I don't get it, man. I don't. I'm with you. Like this is dumb, and like this is for a shirt that like no one's actually no one's really gonna buy.
I don't know anyone that like I've talked to only a couple people about it. None of them like the shirt,
right?
Whether they have a problem with like how it looks or not,
right?
No one actually would buy it.
Right, like it's in that same category of like have a fat ass and a bad attitude. Like it's like no one's buying the shirt. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, man. Like I can't believe this, man. Any additional thoughts on this?
No.
God, fuck this shirt. Like I don't.